her name. She had memory loss. No, wait. Well, every word I said, it was a little surprising. Alright. And every word she said didn't make it across. Can't remember when we walked past the OR sign. Surgery. Can't remember passing out with her hand in mine. Mine. I remember waking up with my mind repaired. A-okay. I remember when I realized she wasn't there. I'm without eyelashes, I noticed, so are you. We use them on wishes, and none of them came true. Terrible, I know, but fair is fair. I'm blinking up a storm, but nothing's ever. I'm without a soulmate, I noticed, so are you. What is that anyway? Copycat, I hate you. Mirror, mirror on the emotional wall. I'm dancing like a fool, but no one seems to care at all. I'm without any more things to be without, since everything I longed for followed in my footprints. Now I guess would be the perfect time to die, so take care of my pets and plants, and now I'll say goodbye. Standers by, standing by, cycling by. Try, unfit, try, vector, try, not to cry. Quad, triple, odd, pupil, god of the week. Quintessential grin, pencil in, cheek to cheek. Indie Cindy and the Lo-Fi Lullabies released her first LP, entitled Mo Is We, to the private public just the other day, through Cindy's very own label, Acrobat Unstable Records. But the only chart that it even scratched was in Cindy's heart, which would fall apart right there. And when she woke up, and when she woke up, that was when Indy Cindy broke up. Indy Cindy broke up. She broke up. Not for artistic differences, she just tore her studio down, threw her equipment around in cyclonic displacement till it looked like her basement again. La 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 la. Nothing worth accidental accident at the factory. It was made so that it never need be wound. For the watch ran on love, which it had plenty of. For deep in the ocean there's plenty of love to be found. Below the boats and sky, the There's no such thing as time. There is no need for trying to put it together right. Believe we'll someday lose our feet, pick up some gills and travel deep, 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 deep in the ocean, and enjoy a life that never should get old. But it can, and it will, for we'll be human still, and wherever ocean real estate is sold, we'll be buying and selling and always propelling it forwards, and the leader of the fish will take a stand, and we shall see it swim with a wristwatch on its fin, and the race of fish will be taking over our land. The fish will take our seats, the schools, the farms, the streets, and we'll be stuck down deep, and maybe we'll never put it together. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, and motionless. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, there'll be no sun anymore. There's no such thing as time. There is no need for trying to put it together. We'll be forever. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, and motionless. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, and motionless. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, and motionless. Deep in the ocean, deep in the ocean, and motionless. Much for fish friends, loose ends can't be tied. Old souls have died, goggle-eyed and chased by whales, swimming, zooming, mermaid tails, almost human, skin turned to scales. I conclude we've become seafood. We've become seafood. We've become seafood. We've become seafood.
Hey you, sit down and listen. Don't be flippant and don't be dismissing. Think you're a flash encyclopedia, eating, breathing macromedia. Think you're cool, saying all your bass. Get that zow zow out of my face. You gotta be kidding me with that crap. Education's where it's at. 9 out of 10 sociopath degree. You gotta see Hyakugojyuuichi. From the mark to the reach to the P to the we. Just take it from me and CNC. You won't believe your eyes, you'll go insane. I mean, what's up with that plastic point? You're an idiot if you disagree. You gotta see Hyakugojyuuichi.
If you got the
time, go grab a pen and watch that thing again and again, trying to figure it out. What does it mean? What's the significance of Mr. Bean?
Anybody know all the renting takers? What's up with all the broken pacemakers? This world is full of speculation, but nobody cracks this atom mutation. 9 out of 10 social pass agree. You're gonna see Hyakugojyuuichi. You're an idiot if you disagree. Just take it from the MC. You won't believe your eyes, you'll go insane. I mean, what's up with that plastic plane? From the mark to the re to the P to the W, you're gonna see Hyakugojyuuichi.
Wakeman is biased like a house full of appliance. Hello Kitty and McGruff have an unholy alliance. Science is brutal and it cuts like a knife. Not even Obi-Wan can save the yodel of life. Your name is Bob, hear my heart throb. I lost my job when I got fired by a guy named Fargie. He was full of starch, he smelled like an orangutan's old apartment. Found a hobo in my room, what do? He looks dead, he's full of lead, bleeding red onto my bedspread. And he also seems to be missing his head. Why am I holding this gun and axe? To exploding pacemakers cause heart attacks. Will Mr. Bean ever get his fill? Or will he just keep on killing me to kill?
Hey, don't you give me that look. You never had what it took. I took the beef and I beefed it up. You sat and whined while I took the cup of gold. You're getting old. When you see this face, you better fold. Take this off and shove it, boy, cause it's the only way you'll be employed.
I am known as the beef bastard.
Everyone knows I'm the ultimate master.
I am known as the beef bastard.
Everyone else knows I'm the master.
I am known as the beef bastard.
You don't have to know I'm faster.
I am known as the beef bastard.
Everyone knows I'm the ultimate master.
Beef bastard.
Why do you reckon it sure sounds good? Who got a girl? She's a double D. What? Just does a movie. Spaced all damn day. I was in a Shakespeare play. I sit down early. Susan spin around like Tommy Cruiser.
Bong bong bing bing.
I get paid to play with my villain.
Zip up, zip and zip up, begin. Roast game, little chin.
Maybe I was scared when I TV. Pokemon. Almost run fix two. Digital Bliss. Nature's you. I didn't get any more to say.
She says turn up the high fantasy. Found a hobo in my room. It's Princess Leia, the Yodel of life. Give me my sweater back or I play the guitar.
Pokemon on the run. Suzuki-san is the formation of a bun and a veggie burger with Sukemono. JJ has flown away with Sonny Bono to the afterlife to visit Barney Fife and to see throws screenshots of his wife named Chris Benoit wearing a pretty dress saying Watashi wa anime Suki desu. To the Mario, itsy bitsy hockey, lips not, is not, magic like a monkey. Captain Lou, body slam the rubber ducky, just like in the massive Earth vs. Funky. Lucky, nice to new too. I need tea for two. How about you, Mr. Coldheart? Or should I say Professor? It looks like Wesco got revenge on my dresser.
Pups and Neil, he's the real deal. His friends all call him Mr. Peel. He's a computer geek who doesn't shower for a week. His looks are hot and his clothes are chic. He single-handedly changed the face of the net. He's an online semi-celebrity you won't forget. He's starting on the scene like a raging thunder. And the scene news flag with just like a bongo.
Hey kids, coming on Pokemon Halibudo, Halimarishinita, Paganumishimita, wanna go get ready to rumble! Bamba Jita, Babala Bita, Hanamana Gita, Hamana Jita, Hanabeto, Kitty, Hanamana, Walla Betty, Hanamadada, Hamada, Hamana Zepa, Bola Bo, Hamana Jeta, Rama, Indi, Rama, Ina, Anda Bitty, Hey Amala, Hey Away, Hanamana Bota, Mr. Day, Hamana Jita, Hama Bati, Bola, Mula, Molly, Mocky. She says, turn up the high kazoo. Found a hobo in my room. It's Princess Leia, the Yodel of life. Give me my sweater back or I'll play the guitar.
There you have it, that's the game. 151, we can all be the same. I'm sure that it's been appetizing with all the subliminal advertising.
This has been a celebration and music that's across the nation. Information is ahead of dedication to the crazy, fussy, psychopathic, happy dancing, super magic, all mega ultra kitschy. 9 out of 10 social pass agree. You gotta see Hyakugojyuuichi. From the mock to the reach to the P to the we. Take it from me, MC. You won't believe your eyes, you'll go insane. I mean, what's up with that plastic plane? You're an idiot if you disagree. You gotta see Hyakugojyuuichi.
'cause lollipops probably all's I want. Lollipops probably all's I want, 'cause life is great. Samuel and Rosella both were 82 years old, sharing an umbrella. Slowly down the street they strolled, and all around the world was changing in a manner of ways ranging from dialect to fashion. The state of affairs absolutely clashing with the world that was theirs. I don't understand these kids today, said Rose. Yeah, responded Sam, take a look at this boy's clothes. The young man exiting Hot Topic made them feel so misanthropic. Samuel and Rosella didn't like the way he dressed. They closed their umbrella and they rammed it through his chest. Samuel and Rosella, they hate your generation with such determination. Now after being in love for 60 years, they were both agreeing that the end was drawing near. So why not cause a little trouble? Who'd suspect a sweet old couple? Rose was always saying that kid's gotta go. Samuel was obeying, never saying no. Sam was a disaster. When she smiled, his heart still flew. Who'd imagine after 60 years he'd still be whipped? But nonetheless she loved him dearly. They'd hold hands while cavalierly burning baggy jeans in the middle of a shop, or killing silly teens for listening to the hippie hop. Samuel and Rosella, they hate your generation and the music video station. Disgusted knowing how wrong this world is going. A fact they don't mind showing. In fact, right now they're blowing up the local mall, and off they hobble drunk on Geritol. Off they hobble drunk on Geritol. These kids today with their sleepy expressions and their satanic tattoos, and they're running around in the arcade parlors in their shiny gold blam blam or whatever they call it, and their dangerous skateboards and their Chef Boyardees and their dang fangled computer machines teaching them how to make bombs, and their iFrogs or whatever they call it, and their automobiles with the wheels that look like they're still spinning when they stop, and their trench coats and their colorful t-shirts with the Marxist propaganda on them, and their thong sandals and their Britney Spears' husbands, and their powdered wigs and their peg legs with the decals on them, and their low-carb diets, and their rockin' the vote, and their collectible bottle caps, and their tiny little cameras inside the tiny little portable telephones, and their for shizzle McFizzle ding-dong dizzle Snoopy Dog language, and their general disrespect towards their elders. Well, they can burn in hell, I say, every last one of them. Samuel and Rosella, they hate your generation with such determination. Samuel and Rosella, they are disgusted knowing how wrong this world is going. A fact they don't mind showing. In fact, right now they're blowing Paper, scissors for me. But wait, are we not civilized gentlemen here? I challenge you to a battle of knives. Knife fight, you're gonna fight for your life. Knife fight, you're gonna fight with a knife. Knife fight, a really, really, really sharp knife. Yeah, knife fight. I'm crazy, crazy son of a bitch. I'ma cut you, swish, swish in a knife fight, knife fight, knife fight, knife fight. Let me tell you something, I can't be beat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, cause I'm the king of the street.
Well guess what, man? I'll pin you to the wall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, your knife is way too small.
Hey, my knife is super sharp and that's what counts. I'm gonna make you bleed copious amounts.
Yeah, well I'll be sure to thank you right after I shank you.
Punk.
Dweeb!
Knife fight, you're gonna fight for your life. Knife fight, you're gonna fight with a knife. Knife fight, oh really, 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 really sharp knife. Yeah, knife fight. I'm crazy, crazy son of a bitch. I'ma cut you, swish, swish in a knife fight. Knife fight, knife fight, knife fight. I'm gonna slice you up.
I'm gonna cut you down.
I'll put you in your place.
I'll put you underground.
This is the end for you, you gutter crawling cur.
I've got a tip for you, get the point?
Yeah, sure.
It's time to face the music.
Time to face the facts.
Time to bite the bullet.
Time to pay the tax.
Walk on a blade of fury.
I am a ball of rage.
You ready, sucker?
Born ready, engage. What is it?
Knives are dangerous. We could get hurt.
Hurt? I don't want to get hurt.
Who does?
Okay, well, in that case, I challenge you to a tickle fight! Tickle fight, it's a tickle fight. Don't bring no knife to a tickle fight. Just bring your fingers and bring a feather, and everyone can sing together now. Tickle fight, la-di-da-dum-dum, tickle fight. Tickle fight, whoop-a-doo zigzag tickle fight. Ding-dong doodly, knick-knack noodly, fee-fi-fo-fum, kitten caboodly. Tickle fight, tickle fight. Hey!
Yay! That was fun. Where's my knife?
big in my hands would stay here on my chin with a hum that never ends. This suit doesn't fit me, I made it myself, counterfeitly with buttons of blue, killing me with deja vu. It's a gift for you and I escape at last. When enough time has passed, but something keeps me as a pet, the only house that's not on fire yet. I made it when I was an architect. This is just a side effect. Feel strangely regular, but honestly I prefer it to the usual bizarre. Damn that oxymoron. If you were a piece of dust, I'd shine a light through the busted window, and I'd learn to trust in the updraft that you're on. Click, click, autofocus, the film's in the can like hocus pocus, a picture of you killing me with deja vu. Don't know what I'll do can smell the fear in you. That's how they know just who to pursue. Slightly lose our way, but trust me with navigations, I know the constellations. Well, there is no horizon, I cannot set my eyes on the ocean. I feel a storm approaching, like seagulls in slow motion. Me and my mermaid girlfriend ballroom dance on a wave in the ocean. La 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 la, the ocean. Oh yes, we ballroom dance on a wave in the ocean, and you can't stop our love. Yes, we ballroom dance on a wave in the ocean, and you can't stop our love. In fact, we ballroom dance on a wave in the ocean, and you can't stop our love. Ballroom dance to the rhythm of the tide. Now my body's on land, but my heart will reside in the only place I've ever felt pacified or Atlanticized. As it were, I refer to the ocean. My kitten, my kitty cat, when she's content she purrs. She thinks the house is hers, but you won't like her when she's angry. No, you won't like her when she's angry, angry, angry. She's cuddly, she's lovely when she's in a happy mood. She loves her kitten food, but she's got such an attitude. Completely rotten attitude, rotten attitude. Kitten is angry, kitten is offended. First standing out in little claws extended, darting around and meowing quite a bit, and throwing such a hissy fit. I don't know what to make of it. Don't touch her, don't look at her. My kitten knows taekwondo. She can take you out, I know, I've seen it before, and it's not pretty. She's really one ferocious kitty cat now. Oh, she's deadly, she'll hurt you, she'll show you endless pain. Her little whiskers are stained with the blood of those that she has slain. Believe me, she will go insane, she will go insane. Kitten is angry, kitten is offended. First standing out in little claws extended, darting around and meowing quite a bit, and throwing such a hissy fit. I don't know what to make of it. Kitten is angry, full of discontentment, wildly attacking random pieces of lint, darting around in a psychotic blitz, and throwing all these hissy fits. But I still love my kitty cat a bit. When did my room get a ceiling? I've never seen it before. That's what I get for devoting all of my time to the floor. Sit down, you walking disaster. Look up and ask yourself, what can I see in the plaster? Step out and look where the stars are, while falling back in the snow. Some constellations are that's right. Exit the universe, see how it looks from the outside.
One cold December night, back in 1984, a scientist had found himself upon the dance floor. He started twitching and shaking like a pile of jumping beans. And at first it looked stupid, but the end justified the means. Well, I know it's not generally considered very cool to dance like a nitwit, to dance like a fool. But now that's just a guideline, not a rule. I've been making my way through the dance club scene, been trying it out, it's my brand new routine. And it's catching on big, it's so hot, it's obscene. So get off the wall, stand proud and tall, get out there and dance like an idiot. You know it's all good, so rock the neighborhood. Get out there and dance like an idiot. Might wanna eat a lot of sugar first, have some caffeinated soda to quench your thirst, then step into the crowd and give it your worst. No matter what you do, you can't go wrong. You can dance like an idiot all night long. As long as you've got no rhythm, you're going strong. So get off the wall, stand proud and tall, get out there and dance like an idiot. You know it's all good, so rock the neighborhood. Get out there and dance like an idiot. Are you ready? Yes, I am. Here we go. Put your hands on your knees and hobble to the right. Then do a 360 with your eyes shut tight. While you're dizzy, get busy and pretend you're a mime. Then make whiny noises and clap 5 times. Hold out your arms, start running in place. Try to do the moonwalk and fall on your face. Get up and stomp around like a big fat lummox. Then jump out the window with your hands on your buttocks. Get off the wall, stand proud and tall. Get out there and dance like an idiot. You know it's all good, so rock the neighborhood. Get out there and dance like an idiot. Get off the wall, stand proud and tall. Get out there and dance like an idiot. You know it's all good, so rock the neighborhood. Get out there and dance like an idiot.
Play the drums or the clap. tie. You tied it up in a knot. This is the final mistake you'll make. You think you're misunderstood, but you're not. Got a show tonight, but tomorrow you're out. Someone call me up, a talent scout. Better yet, just usher that Diablo back. Give him a guitar painted with a Union Jack. Lens on the left side, demons on the right. Never in the dark, never in the light. Center of the Sunbeam, Lightshow, flowers steam. This is all I have, this is all I need. Life in a chair at the hair salon. Taking the time to reflect upon some things that are too difficult to convey. Ooh, original synergized molecules, revolving electrified power tools. The end of the world on April Fool's Day. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You walk around in circles, I walk around in squares. Another round of musical chairs, and maybe no one really cares about the way we walk. The record stores are out of stock, and all we want is bloody rock and roll. And clearly this is not the way to go. I saw it in the mirror, the ghost of Chairman Mao. He had 3 money symbols on his brow, and he will show the children how to wear their cowboy boots, bowler hats, and prison suits, and watch while Neil Armstrong shoots the moon. But he's never gonna get there by balloon. Ooh. Thought you weren't allowed here. I thought they crossed your name, and that would be your only claim to fame. Well, it's a big fat crying shame, the way you lost your touch. The soapbox weighed a bit too much, and all this talking feels like such a waste. And now you've crossed the boundaries of good taste. Your only option now is to be replaced.
sniffy shades. Sniffy shades. Hey, look at me, casually walking away like action movie hero boy in slow-mo. Everything glowing and blowing to bits right behind me. Just a movie, I'm aware it's a cliche. I am aware I'm being stupid, I'm aware of that, but hey, this is just something that I've got to do. Casually stumbling down like action movie blooper reel in slow-mo. Everything glowing and blowing to bits, including me. La 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 Light is on the way, we'll be having a fun time. It's such a lovely again and have a nice afternoon. It'll be fine. Everything works out as a win. Works out as a silly. Sit back, mellow again. Sit back, mellow. Works out nicely and the sun will marry the moon. It'll be fine. Why don't we sit back, mellow again and have a nice afternoon? It'll be fine, 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 fine. The breezes are blowing, the grass just won't stop growing, so I better do something soon. I'm gonna spend the afternoon mowing the lawn, 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 mowing the lawn. This grass is taller than me. I'm gonna make potpourri out of what's left when I'm through doing what I gotta do. Mowing the lawn, 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 mowing the lawn. Lawnmower, rev it up good now. Lawnmower, listen to the sound. Hey, lawnmower, rev it up, take it on down, take it all around town. Here we go. Mowing the lawn, 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 mowing the lawn. The whole neighborhood is unified. About time the music died and was replaced by the sound of 1,000 motors, replaced by the soul of fern and grass odors. Mowing the lawn, 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 mowing the lawn. Lawnmower, rev it up good now. Lawnmower, listen to the sound. Lawnmower, rev it up, take it on down, take it all around town. Come on now. Mowing the lawn, 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 mowing the lawn. If you are not busy right now, close your eyes and spin in your chair. Everything's moving when you stop and look out. It won't stay still no matter where you stare. This is hardly my cup of tea. It could be a problem if I try to stand up. I'm so sorry that I made you join me. Still, I promise that I won't throw up, no. We're staggering, wobbly, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and around and around. We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and
Imagine if everybody in the whole wide world felt just like this. Why, I could envision a universe joined hand in hand in Dizziful Bliss now. Like this, well, maybe not quite, but maybe it makes you feel nauseous at first, and once you get the hang of it, it feels alright, alright. We're staggering, wobbly, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and around and around. We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and around. We're staggering, wobbly, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and around and around. We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and around. Lasagna, robust blue wax, semi-automatic aqua, or company slacks, white coffee gymnastic, motor screaming brow, existential plastic, extra nightly cow. Damn, jettison goodbye through, everything center who, spidery concubine, pill, lickety split remorse, vitamin after force, already nested human wine, flight, luminary uprise, entanglement broke, unsophisticated clockwise, holiday waste smoke, abundant various, metaphorically applause, underneath hilarious oxymoron clause, rectangular awkward hurts, million controverts, never undressing sneer, blue therapy fall inside, father dethrone applied, guillotine apprehensive engineer, word disassociation, word disassociation, word disassociation, word disassociation. Run sunlit stocking chimney sweep, 11 hatred in my vocare, scatter my elusive hula yellow sketching creamy helium, gentlemanly communique. Lousy, panicky redundant, psychedelic wild, raising terrible abundant, polyurethane smile, scrumptious mechanical, jungle local wish, paleobotanical backwards licorice, truth, medical entertain, cleverly porridge brain, jellyfish fingernail, agnostic oppressive wall, platypus parasol, sauntering sawdust opera monorail plane, word disassociation, word disassociation, word disassociation,
two-story buildings were invented. People stuck to the ground and the world we lived in was more or less flat, more or less two-dimensional. But somewhere along the line, someone with too much money and time, well, they just said, hey, I'm gonna build another house on top of my house. And humanity said, that's an interesting concept, I think we should go with it. And I said,
see you in the next dimension. It's beyond our comprehension. Life is lovely, not to mention extra lively. Living with the next dimension. God, which maybe that's a lie, so he can get away from us.
humanity just gave me a funny look. Humanity tried to turn away from me, but apparently I'm a part of it. So here I am, all grown up and perfectly used to the thought of tall buildings which stack people vertically. I've even been in airplanes which allow you to enjoy the 1000th floor without needing any lesser floors to hold it up. Pretty soon we'll live in outer space and there won't even be an up or down anymore. I think once we're there, we'll invent something even better than up or down, referring to what I said before.
See you in the next dimension. It's beyond our comprehension. Life is lovely, not to mention extra lively. Living with the next dimension. God, which maybe that's a lie, so he can get away from us.
Bearing in mind that the numbers we find to label dimensions are vertically lined, and if we find the time to leave numbers behind, we'll get close encounters of God knows what kind.
See you in the next dimension. It's beyond our comprehension. Life is lovely, not to mention extra lively. Living in the next dimension. God, which trust a lie, so he can get away from us.
P.S. Never mind everything I just said.
Upward he shoots by the springs on his boots like an inverted angel. We've been afraid of this terrible, strange, elusive monster for years. It seems to be superstitious lunacy, but in fact when things go black, old spring-heeled Jack appears. I hear the sound of him bounding around on the rooftops of London, leaving the people bewildered and stunned, on occasion aflame. No sooner than unsuspecting that it's those clever brats in college, and the Marquis of Waterford denies all knowledge, and the people in the area reek of mass hysteria. But admit you must that it is just enough to scare ya, and you scream when he draws out a handful of claws and a blue breath of fire, then disappears, leaping higher and higher, as if lighter than air. Time marches on, now it seems as though he's gone. This day lacks tales of his acts, but don't relax, for Spring-Heeled Jack's still there.
faces, and now I'll hang them on the walls so you can see the people filling up the spaces. I think I am the only one to ever realize that I am the only one to realize what's true when all the world is stuck in a jam. The sky is not blue. Defective little song, connected by the chords, connected and melodic. And if you think I sing it wrong, or if you think it sounds a little too robotic, just let me know, I'll understand. And maybe when I play it next week, I'll think of you and make it pristine, as long as you repeat after me. The grass is not green. My memory is failing. I might have stumbled through the door. You might have stared and asked what I had been inhaling. I might have blinked, I might have sighed, I might have been a has, might have been. But if you really heard what I said, you'd understand the mindset I'm in, where roses aren't red. Everything on fire, put on my boots and stamp it out. The little yellow people don't care. They never did and they never do, and yet they seem to speak with their stare. They tell me things I can't deny. They tell me I'm a sap, I'm a square. They tell me things I already knew, the greatest of the secrets they share. The sky is not blue.
inside of everybody's head, inside of everybody's head. There is a hum, there's a hum, there's a never-ending hum, and no one ever seems to notice it. No one seems to notice it. You have never noticed it. Never, ever, 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 until now.
Deep in the dankest corners of the human mind of any given person that you happen to see, there is a creature, or more specifically, a critter, hiding and sitting in the churning, boiling philosophical pot of self-aware chowder that we call thought. This critter has a name, but it's different for each person. Mine is named Corey, and it looks like an armadillo in kiss makeup. Picture your spirit in a delicatessen in the slums of the universe. Open sign dangling, daring all parasites, giving you mosquito bites, sucking the life out of all of your customers. But fear not, it's your critter to the rescue. Hum emanating from its lips. And fear disappears, parasite trips, lands in a puddle, and that's your rebuttal to the argument that you weren't even listening to. Because of the never-ending hum. Talking about. I've waited all my life and now I'm tired. Just give me what it takes to be admired. I'm sick of always getting picked last on the playground and in gym class. I'm sick of letting guys mistake me for a punching bag, so make me hip hop, cherry pop. Give me everything you got, every single drop. Alright, alright. Make me hip hop, cherry pop. Pretty, pretty, pretty please with the cherry on top. Alright, alright. Filled to the brim with paranormal charm. I'll have at least 3 sexy ladies on each arm. Throw out my models and my comic books. Bring on the helpless boyfriend's jealous looks. Every day is a metric ton of ridicule and get made fun of. I'm sick of letting girls mistake me for a pile of dirt, so make me hip hop, cherry pop. I know this ain't no ordinary ice cream shop. Alright, alright. Make me hip hop, cherry pop. Pretty, pretty, pretty please with the cherry on top. Alright, alright. Tiptoed up the stairs, climbed into the attic,
Opened up my grandma's trunk. Well, isn't this dramatic? What could be inside? I could almost squeal with delight as I pulled out an ancient dusty reel. Side reading EAP. I wondered to myself, what could this be? I dashed to my projector with excitement in my eyes, and as the footage rolled it rather took me by surprise. Cause Elvis porn is what I viewed. There he was, completely the dude, strumming his guitar, quivering his lips, singing in the microphone and shaking his hips. So Elvis porn, holy guacamole, the big fat fuck naked king of rock and roll. He was devoid of any clothes, with his naughty bits exposed. Oh, what a sight, that Elvis porn. What the hell, I thought, this is rather odd. I thought of where I found it and I shouted, oh my god. Where did Grandma get this footage of the king? Why the hell would sweet old Granny have this awful thing? With the footage I found, she didn't seem to recognize it, so I wound the film in the projector and gave it a spin. She keeled over dead with a big fat grin. Cause Elvis porn is what she viewed. There he was, completely in the nude, strumming his guitar, quivering his lips, singing in the microphone and shaking his hips. Oh, Elvis porn, holy guacamole, the big fat fuck naked king of rock and roll. He was devoid of any clothes, with his naughty bits exposed. No blue suede shoes covering up his little toes, no white jumpsuit, and nobody knows the tale behind that Elvis porn.
Turkeys.
Turkeys?
Who likes turkeys?
I like turkeys.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Well, have I got news for you.
What's that?
I am a turkey. I am a turkey. I can see you're quite surprised.
Man, I can't believe my eyes. Where'd you come from anyway?
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Wow.
I love when opportunity knocks. It rocks the stripes right out of my socks. I love the world and everything else, the trampolines and jingling bells. I'd love to say there's not a thing I detest. I'd love to tie a piece of string to the best of what I know and keep it near. Living underneath a rock, injuriously curious, the outline drawn in chalk. I know the words but don't understand the karaoke effigy man. Flamingo legs of yellow and green attached to grandma's sewing machine. I'd love to say it's only fair, but it's not. I'd love to form a perfect square. I forgot my love of rolling down the hill on the lawn. I never noticed it until it was gone, and I prefer it that way. I prefer it that way now. Living underneath a rock, living in this outline drawn in chalk. Don't mind me, I've just got some problems to work out. I'm only passing through, or maybe just right out. Somehow something set my sundial backwards, tilted and upside down. Now the shadow hand is pointing time right out of town. I cease to see you when I start to shut my eyes, and I forget that I had said my last goodbyes. Quickly I reopen them and bid you all cheerio, my friend. This goes on for hours and it never seems to end. I don't remember what it is that I just said to you. I've got a noose on my back, something in my shoe. Don't walk backwards, don't be jealous. You're so bloody overzealous. I think I am unsure of what to say. Live long and prosper while the winter melts away. Sticks and stones and traffic cones may keep me safe while they break my bones. Needles live in haystacks like a swarm of tiny drones. Can't keep my extra senses charged for very long. Can't bear to tell you that you're wrong, so very wrong. Can't believe this brief reprieve is stretching outward and up my sleeve. Simply begs the question, how could I be so naive? I don't remember what it is that I just said to you. Anubis on my back, something in my shoe. Don't walk backwards, don't be jealous. You're so bloody overzealous. Don't walk forwards, don't be silly. You're the heel that
they call Achilles don't enjoy this private screening. This one doesn't have a meaning. Why don't you go back to my show? No need to torture me. It's just commercials, damn commercials on my plasma screen. It's such a pain, so I complain while drinking my caffeine. My Nike shoes are on my feet. I'm going out to get some McDonald's to eat. Don't know what my brain is for. I used to, but I don't know more. I am a consumer whore. I am a consumer whore. My life's a mess. I'm all alone. But that's okay, 'cause I got my cute little Nokia cell phone. Don't know what my brain is for. I used to, but I don't know more. I am a consumer whore. I am a consumer whore. What do you want from me? What do I want from you? Somebody talk to me. Tell me you feel it too. This unstoppable force that delivers my hand to my wallet, extracts all my hard-earned dinero and casts it to the smirking Rottweilers. What do you want from me? What do I want from you? Somebody talk to me. Please tell me you feel it too. It's something that I can't ignore. I used to, but I can't no more. I am a consumer whore. I am a consumer whore. And shut up, fine. This is my home. Probably cost more than all of ancient Rome. Still I'm alone. No one to float with me in my pool or my lake or my moat. Some abodes make people coo, make them buzz. Some Xanadu, mine Xana doesn't intrigue the town. No one will ride on my merry-go-round. No one. They run away, it never ends, and all I have are gargoyle friends, so beautifully carved out of volcanic stone. Still I'm alone. All they can do is fountain the wine from the wine-making room. I presume that everyone's mad. Just tonight, the gala I had was a delight, but nobody came. It must be their fault, who else can I blame? No one. They run away, it never ends, and all I have are gargoyle
gargoyle friends. The things I build do not impress the outside world. It hurts me, yes, it can get lonely. Yes, it can get lonely. In my mansion, they run away. It never ends, it can get lonely. Yes, it can get lonely. In my mansion, when all I have are gargoyle friends. Have no roses. Subconsciously they envy us a lot. They look down their noses and see a couple of dorks with more love than they have got. When they see us holding hands, they wish that they were geeks in love. And when they hear our favorite bands, they wish that they were geeks in love. We rattle off our in-jokes while they wish that they were geeks in love. While we make each other smile, they wish that they were geeks in la 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 ba da 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 love la 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 kabooty won't now they love la 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 shibbity waffles in love la 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 love. As far as I can tell, while other lovers go through hell, we'll know we're too cool for damnation. We may not be cutting edge, but we won't take the mainstream pledge, for we don't need your admiration. They may not show it, it doesn't fit. They're made of little roles, they don't even know it. But jealousy abounds within their soul. When they see us on the street, they wish that they were geeks in love. And when they hear us trick or treat, they wish that they were geeks in love. As we lock arms and skip away, they wish that they were geeks in love. But you can almost hear them say they wish that they were geeks in la 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 ba do di love la 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 fa do bi ding dong love la 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 some uppity puppity love la 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 shapeppity bismar love la 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 a bubbity lava lamp love la 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 my sparkity Nimoy love la 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 to pokety pokety love la 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 giggity giggity geeks in love. Simple and small, almost alone, curled up in a ball with a tin can phone tied to a twist, leading outside and into the mist where the shadows hide. Maybe when you're gone, we'll gladly your place. You're so nicely drawn. We like your face and we wanna be your imaginary friend. Wanna be your imaginary friend. When you were young, you knew us well. The cat had your tongue, so you could not yell. When you were cross, all you could do was call it a loss, though this was not true. We've since disappeared. That is until tonight, when you turn out the lights and everything stands still. The wind's direction shifts and makes the curtains lift, and you see us on the sill. Ba-ba-da-dum. Every word that you've learned, every wish that you've burned, every single strand of hair in your head, every book that you've read, we love you this much. We wanna be your imaginary friend. Wanna be your imaginary friend. Damn clowns and the puppets with human hands, mannequins moving, my mind barely understands. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. I turn away and close my eyes, but it's hard not to visualize some good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Damn the dolls and the robots with human eyes, uncanny valley, disfigured, dehumanized. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. My heart, it beats at record rates when Stephen Candle illustrates some good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Rapidly aging and melting away, monsters for hands and the monsters of clay. When videotape logos emerged from the void and the unearthly synthesizers they employed, it was good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. I close my eyes and turn away, but half my mind still wants to play with good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. 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 Good old-fashioned nightmare So what if I'm down, stuck in reverse? I Look around, it could be worse. What can I do? Honestly, I've got nothing to offer at all. Why should I grieve? Why should I fall? I'd rather breathe. Cover my ears, open my eyes and see what appears. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. There are days to wake up for, there are dreams to be had. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. There's a reason I'm freezing at 80 degrees in the summer season. I'm totally mad. So I'll let it go, no need to sing. Now that I know that I can think, therefore I am able to choose when I give a damn. I refuse to be dumb, this is my niche. I won't become misery's bitch if I can hold apathy under total control. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. There are days to wake up for, there are dreams to be had. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. And there's a reason I'm freezing at 80 degrees in the summer season. I'm totally mad. Not a hip-hop, not a hard stop. Everybody's gone stone cold crazy like a cherry tree top. Maybe Monsko say this new movie just flopped. Or maybe some baby in a groovy helicopter. We do nothing but hold the windows shut to keep the worry out. We never want to see the daylight fade. We gotta masquerade to keep the worry out. But they have ways of making me think I can't blink, can't drink, can't put up a stink about the rattling, battling, and the countdown paddling, the motherland straddling, the wiki freak link. We do nothing but hold the windows shut to keep the worry out. We never want to see the daylight fade. We gotta masquerade to keep the worry out, to worry out. Imagine a world without the Unabombers and the Jeffrey Dahmers. Wouldn't we be calmer? Now, of course, by we, I'm only speaking for me, but it's easy to assume that other people agree. You see, we do nothing but hold the windows shut to keep the worry out. We never want to see the daylight fade. We gotta masquerade to keep the worry out. If I am my own convenience, get what they say. I find it easy to focus on living each day. If I could change it, I would, to do what someone else should. But I believe that the problem is misunderstood. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. There are days to wake up for, there are dreams to be had. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. There are days to wake up for, there are dreams to be had. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. What will happen, whether I'm happy or sad. In an airplane, I was flying, just a flight attendant guy. I can be clumsy, and I stumbled. guess it all depends on your point of view. It's true. This is boring, yes I'm falling, but it's taking quite a while. My destination is impending, might as well go out in style. I put my arms out to the skies, whistle a tune and close my eyes, trying to briefly realize perpetual motion. Suddenly, giant tentacles rise from the open sea, and with total precision they lasso me. It's a monstrous squid and he saved my life, but I am too freaked out to be nice. So I tell him the truth that I'd rather fall. No offense, but at least it's predictable. Gonna stop stalling, I've got some falling to do. I'm probably gonna die, but it's something new. I guess it all depends on your point of view. It's true.
Sick puppy, you're a threat to the peace. Ooh, gone batty, running from the county police. Ooh, well I hope you get well soon. Why, baby, did you have to do that? Ooh, set fire to Mrs. Ellerman's cat. Meow, well I hope you get well soon. If I were a registered psychiatrist, we could be together for all time. It's a shame you're on the lam, but I don't really give a damn that you used a stolen taser on that unsuspecting mime. Sick puppy, have you been taking your pills? Ooh, no worries, but you better head for the hills. Ooh, well I hope you get well soon. I hope you get well soon. I hope you get well soon.
I always take this with me when I travel. At home, I have a much bigger one.
What is it?
But it's my therapy. I'm still perfecting it.
What does it do?
Do?
What's it for?
Well, nothing. I mean, that's the beauty of it. No, every machine in the world is something, but not mine.
Routine, putting the pieces on, building a big machine. He ran out of room inside his room, and so he moved it all outside. Now it's a bit too big, now it's a mile wide. The family vans across the desert follow signs to park and stare. Nobody says hello, nobody knows he's there. They just look at the blinking lights and greedles, interlocking arms of steel, and they think nothing could be so big, nothing could be so real. And they 1 million springs and spinning things, it's quite a few. We have no clue, what does it do? That's the beauty of it. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. He made his own night vision goggles. Now he lurks inside the frame, perfecting it from within, forgetting his own name. All that he knows is that it needs him. All it knows is he needs it. Every piston, every single little bit. The government people in black helicopters try to snoop around. I'm so sorry, but he's the extra part. He takes the choppers down. Now the rotating tracing lines with fingertips. I saw the signs within these strips, and through the fog between the frames of dialogue I saw my name, and now I know where I must go to show you that I love you so. So I brought books for you to sign, and I brought shears to cut your phone line. Don't you know I think you're the cat's meow? Where's the tiger now? Where's the tiger now? Bill Watterson, can't you hear me? Bill Watterson, please don't fear me. Don't stare at me from your window. I know you wanna let me in though. You want me to show how much I believe and prove how far I'd go to meet you through thunderstorms and snow. Well, I would do anything, and oh, I happen to know the reason you're hiding from publicity. It's not out of eccentricity, but rather for privacy. When you and when we meet, I'll be complete. I'll shake your hand and kiss your feet, confess my love and buy you flowers, and eat your heart and absorb your powers. Don't you know I think you're the cat's meow? Where's the tiger now? Where's the tiger now? Bill Watterson, can't you hear me? Bill Watterson, please don't fear me. Don't look at me like I'm Jason. I only wanna try your face on.
Thank you.